Yeah, I'm still in bed. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to make this like a stream of consciousness, so no prep work, just whenever I get the urge or something comes in my mind that I try to kind of record it. We'll see what happens. Got my hair covered. Yeah, I sleep like this. Um, yeah, so I met this guy a couple of weeks ago when I was off to Plattsburgh, New York. I had problems getting into the over the border because people found it weird that someone would take the bus to get to Plattsburgh to go shopping for sweatpants. Because I guess most people they do that by car, but yeah, I did by bus, and it wasn't a big deal for me. Just people found it weird. So I was at the mall and I met someone. And we exchanged numbers. It got my heart going. And he's a sweet guy, very sweet guy. You know, half my age, which isn't a problem for me if everything else is good. You know, I like people with ambition and drive and determination. So, yeah. Um, Excuse me if I go in and out of sleeping. But, yeah, it's been difficult trying to have conversations with him. You know, we spoke the first, um, well, when we exchanged numbers, I had to leave anyways because I was on my way to go back to the bus. You know, actually, I wanted to do something else, but I realized I wouldn't get there in time because I was walking everywhere, long walks, and I wouldn't make it to my bus in time. So I went to the where the bus was supposed to take us back, and I waited there. So, anyways, and he was with people. Anyways, so we were talking on, uh, on iMessage. Uh, so, um, then when I got home, we were talking more through FaceTime. And I felt he kind of latched onto me quite quickly because he was like, "Oh, I'm single and I'm looking. You seem nice. We should go out and like dating or like being a boyfriends." I was like, "Okay, let's get to know each other first. I just met you, you know." And because I felt that kind of like too strong, and I felt maybe he didn't have enough experience, and he was just like infatuated. I was kind of like, and not thinking clearly because I mean emotions were in there. I was all discombobulated when I saw him. I liked him a lot, and so since then it was always hard to get in contact with him. He wouldn't. There wouldn't be any conversations by text after that. It'd be very hard. It'd be very short, or he would take a long time before answering, and I was getting frustrated with that. But then again, it's a good thing because I just met him. But it's a confusing message. And if I hadn't met this person in person, I would have just stopped contacting him. It would have been like, he's playing me. But he seems like a nice person, and I. It's not normal to feel like dependent on someone after just meeting them, so I know some of it is me. And like I said, is no, let's take it slow, so I have to heed to my word, right? Which is the normal thing to do, as opposed to, just sucking into someone and being glued to them from the get-go, and all of a sudden you're boyfriends. It doesn't, that's not cool. You don't know the guy. So, yeah. So I would just leave him go a bit and then contact him maybe every second day or something and see what happens. And then one time I caught him in the morning and he answered it, and I said it's FaceTime, and I called him and he picked up. He was getting ready to go somewhere. Um, he had also gone to Toronto for a weekend the week before. This is 2 weeks ago. We're going on 3 weeks. Yeah, this weekend it'll be 3 weeks. No. Next Wednesday will be 3 weeks, so it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks and somewhat. But last weekend he went to the weekend that I met him. I met him on a Wednesday, but that weekend, so 2 or 3 days later, he was going to Toronto. So he wasn't contacting me at all. So, anyways, last Sunday he ended up coming here. We spent 3 hours. He came for 3 hours. Um, we didn't do much. We went to eat and talked a bit. We walked. It was nice. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. I think this is good also because it makes me want him. Because if I hook up with someone right away after the second time, it's kind of like I'm bored already because there's nothing being built. So this is kind of like building something, building a desire. But on the other hand, it's scary for me because I don't think I'm being played, but I don't know if I'm being played. Even though he came, it's like it, this. If it's going to be like this 6 months from now, I don't know. I'm hoping it will get more to where he will call me more often and we'll be able to get closer and spend more time together. So that's where I'm kind of like, is he able to? I mean, I know he's very busy, and I'm very busy, and I'm very independent. And the last person I was dating was more dependent, so it was creating anxiety in me. But this is the opposite. So he's obviously independent also, so I have to mull this over. This is new for me. So last time I contacted him was about a day and a half ago, 2 days ago. And I caught him and I tried to FaceTime him, but he said he was having a bad week. So he's not good to talk to me when he's in a bad mood, which is okay. I mean, he's a Gemini. So that's kind of where it's at. He's a very talkative person and very outgoing person. So I thought, however, when he was with me and we were eating, he was kind of shy. So, yeah, things are not always what they seem. So I had to bring up the conversation, which I'm able to do when the other person is shy. And we haven't gotten into anything deep yet, you know. But I like him. He's nice to hang around with. He's sweet. So, not that I wasn't even looking for him. I wasn't really actively looking for anyone, you know. I just try to get out there. I do meetups, walking meetups, and I'm talking with people. And I go to my CBT class on Tuesdays, which is sometimes okay and sometimes not really. You know, I don't get the benefit every time because I get cut off. But I take what I can, you know, what I can get. And only time will tell with this, me and this guy. Where it stands now, I mean, just continue with what I'm doing. If I meet someone else, then I'll have a decision of to make with several people, you know, which will take my mind off this guy. And my mind does get off this guy, you know, as the days go by. You know, I since the beginning I've kind of calmed down, but when I get in contact with him, I rethink about it, and then I kind of hope to build momentum upon that, but then it doesn't happen. So, uh, time will tell. Alright, so I'm glad I got this off my chest. If anyone can relate to this and have anything to say, let me know. Um, Subscribe to this channel. I know there's only one person subscribed. Right now, I'm thinking I can do more videos as I become comfortable with just pointing and shooting video footage and getting everything off my mind so that I don't spend time in my head.